So the robot Navi is also a mecha. Lars Alexandersson is the bad guy. And the aforementioned Navi slash mecha is played by Satoshi, also known as Ash, from the Pocket Monster anime. Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a nice start for Super Sentai this year. What's good, everybody? This is your friendly neighborhood Show 60, and I am still in a state of hype because of episode 1 of Bakuage Sentai BoonBoomGer. So we're back to having cars as the motif for Super Sentai. That's number 1. And another thing about this particular team this year is that they are a courier company. They are a private courier company. So that's already established as early on in the current episode as of this recording. In this series, we have the main protagonist, Taya, who just storms into a wedding and does his best Trey Songz impression, which brings us to the curious case of Mira. Now, at first, she's like kind of grateful, but at the same time, she's not feeling it for some reason, despite the fact that she's being rescued from this not so settling dude that is trying to be her husband. It's weird, but just roll with it. It's just crazy. Of course, this car chase is ultimately... Yeah, not only that, the car chase for this scene is interrupted by the bad guys of this year. They call themselves the Kurumajus, and I'll just put the names on the captions below or in the middle of the screen just to let you know what kind of villains they are. And it's just ridiculously crazy. It's just bananas. Now, after being completely chased off by the bad guys, after they escape the bad guys' clutches and whatnot, they go to... Now, Taya and Mira go to this clothing shop, and what happens is he basically buys her some clothes to wear to get out of the wedding dress. But at the end of the day, she's like, yeah, probably, I really don't want to turn over that wedding dress because it belonged to my mother, and it's the only piece of her that I have left. Unfortunately, the villains take the dress and turn it into one of their monsters of the week. And with that, Taya transforms into Boom Boom Red, and it is awesome. So with that, Yashiro comes in and takes her to safety, but she's like, yeah, no, I don't want to be saved. I want to fight. And Taya hears that and is like, alright, bet. What happens also is that she transforms into Boom Pink, while Yashiro transforms into Boom Blue. So we got our core 3 members set, and it's just awesome. We get to see a proper and traditional roll call. Something I have yet to see since Zenkaiger. Now, this isn't to say that Dawn Brothers hasn't done it, or King Oger hasn't done it. It's just that what Dawn Brothers and King Oger did was less than traditional. Which isn't a bad thing, but at the same time, it was like the most unconventional stuff that I've ever seen in Sentai, and again, I'm all for it, but at the same time, it's like, I really do miss a lot of the traditional beats that Sentai has been known for. I haven't seen this in like 2 to 3 years. It feels so good to see a traditional Sentai in the Reiwa period. Like, there are a couple of new things here and there, but at the same time, it is a traditional Sentai, and it starts off traditionally, and I'm all for it. I miss it. Ever since I've gotten to Sentai, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with what separated it from Power Rangers, and it's great to see that again. I mean, King Oger was a fantastic series. I'm sad to see it go, but at the same time, I miss Rangers fighting in Japan. I miss monsters getting the crap beat out of them only for them to grow and start wrecking stuff up in the city. I miss that. I really do. But also, we gotta talk about that Navi here. Again, the Navi that they have, Boom Boom, I think, I forgot the name of it, it'll come on the screen, is played by Matsumoto Rika of Jam Project fame, who, again, is also known for playing the role of Satoshi from the Pocket Monster anime series, which came out in 1997. Spoiler warning, they destroy the monster, Mira gets her dress back, and while the Blue Ranger is not too fond of her being on the team, the inevitable part of all of this is that she is now a BoonBoomGer, and we are also introduced to 2 other characters that will become BoonBoomGers also. You saw them in, like, chances are if you're a Sentai fan and have been on the internet long enough, then you probably saw them in the opening press conference and whatnot, along with several other interviews while King Ultra was still on the air. All I can say is episode 1 of BoonBoomGer is amazing. I'm looking forward to episodes 2 and later episodes of the series onwards. The characters are really awesome. The way everything began is... what good thing has not been said about it at this point? I love it. I like it. Okay, here's a little bit of trivia. The Sleazy Groom is played by Sugimori Kome, who is a former performer of the Gifu Agriculture and Forestry Theater Club, which is based in Gifu Prefecture in Japan. Not only that, the guy who plays his father / boss, which makes you think that he's part of the Yakuza, is played by a very prominent actor in Japan, who is also a suit actor and voice actor for several Super Sentai shows, who goes by the name of Muraoka Hiroyuki. Like, I'll have his picture present. Like, it's really crazy to find out that legendary Sentai actors are also in this as well. I mean, it's no surprise, this always happens. It's really crazy and fun to know this stuff. I really do miss this kind of setup for Sentai. What are your thoughts on episode 1 if you've watched it already? Do you like BoonBoomGer's first episode? Do you hate it? Do you think it's just crazy good? Do you think it's mediocre? Just let me know in the comments. Also, Boom Pink is just an amazing ray of sunshine in this series. Like, the actress really delivered on her character. She didn't want to be married to this sleazebag. She wanted to be a free spirit, which is why, like, at the end of the show, she decides to not join her boyfriend on their way out of Japan in order to become a hero. Like, it's cool. You'd love to see it. Like, I am just gushing about this. But yeah, that about ends this video. Chances are, if you want me to do more of these, just let me know in the comments on this. Like, I do talk about Tokusatsu from time to time on this channel because I'm a Toku fan, and it's just wow. So until next time, this is Showa60, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Mata ne!